Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to look at stock market API, which is built using FastAPI. This is basically an application that exposes the REST endpoints, a few REST endpoints that will help you access the stock market data. So how this is built? This is built using my very own package that I have hosted on PyPI, which is StockSnap. So this StockSnap package had two features. The first feature was fetching the stock directly with just using the ticker symbol, and then the new feature was fetching the stock using the ticker symbol and the exchange symbol. So using these two features, I have added a few more functionalities, and so using these two functions, we will be able to fetch all the indices, not just the Indian indices, but also the global indices that we can see here, which is Nasdaq Composite, Dow Jones, Russell, Nikkei, everything can be fetched. So let's look into how this is built. So before looking into that, I'll show you how it is deployed. So it is deployed using Google Cloud Run. It is deployed on Google Cloud Run, and it is exposed using our very famous RapidAPI platform. So you can directly go to this link. You will find this in the description and you can check it out. Also about the StockSnap, how we built it, I also have a detailed video on this channel. I'll try to link it in the comment section or the video card at the end of this video. So let's go into how this is built. So before directly diving into how it is built, let's see how it works first. So we know that FastAPI has a predefined docs, or it has built-in document generation. We can go on that by using the path /docs. Sorry for the typo there. So this is the home page. I have configured it as a basic message that you just saw it, and we have a few endpoints here. So let's see what does this endpoint do. So for ticker symbol, let's try it out, and then on the ticker symbol, let's go for Tesla, which we have it open here. We can see that Tesla is down by approximately 5% today as I am recording this video. We should be able to see the details of the stock here in a minute, and you will also be able to make out that it is a JSON format. So we can see the server is running and it is okay. Now we have a response. So let's see. Ticker symbol, exchange is Nasdaq, the LTP is $431. It is Tesla Incorporatives. It is some long description of the market. Yeah, this is the new feature added to our package that I've pushed the newer version. You would have seen that the newer version of our app is now 0.1.1 instead of 0.1.0. This added a long description so that you can have some details from this. Currency is USD, and the percentage change, that is approximately 4.94. The change amount, the dollar, that is the currency symbol, and it is down. So the next endpoint is get quotes with exchange symbol. So if you already know the exchange symbol, it would be faster. You can see the Nvidia or the Tesla one here. Tesla is on Nasdaq, Nvidia is also on Nasdaq, so NVDA is the ticker symbol, and this is Nasdaq. Now let's see execute, and we are getting a response here. Same goes for, we have some of the NSE indices, so let's try it out. There are a list of indices that are present on the NSE, so all of them would be fetched, and if you want a particular one, that can also be fetched. We have a JSON file here. This lists all the indices that are present: Nifty 50, Nifty Next 50, Nifty 100, Nifty 200, and so on. Similarly, there are some listed on the BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, which is Sensex, BSE Mid Cap, BSE Small Cap, BSE Bank, BSE PSU, and all other stuff. So we might have our response by now. Let's see. Yep. Nifty 50, Nifty 50, Next 50, Nifty 100, all of them are here. So which is the next one. Let's go to BSE indices. We just saw that there is a BSE indices file here, so it reads from your BSE indices and it will give out the results: Sensex, BSE mid cap, small cap, bank, PSU, etc. Yeah, but the most important, the last but the most important one and the most useful one, which I feel, is the global indices. So we have some global indices present as well, that is US, then Hong Kong, also we have some of the UK. We might have the output in a minute. Yes, we have it. So Nikkei, that is of Japan, then HSI, this is Hang Seng, which is of Shanghai. Nice. Hong Kong, that is Hong Kong, then India, then Dow Jones Index, which belongs to US, then Index SP, which I think again belongs to US, then Index NASDAQ, which is also of United States, and that is UKX, which belongs to UK. That's pretty much it. So let's go through. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go to the most important part, that is the code base. So here we can see that we have import statement for FastAPI and HTTP exception. We are expecting some exceptions to be handled here. Then we have a PyIdentex base model. So let us understand what is PyIdentex base model. So you would have seen here that we have a standard JSON response object, which is constant for everything that we do a request. So build that type of thing, we have to create our own class, and then we have to inherit the base model class from PyIdentic. So we have defined the structure, that is the ticker symbol and string. We have some optional things, that is long description. So there are chances when we fetch some exchange symbols or some indices, they might not have long description, they might not have currency, and they might not have a currency symbol. So we have kept them as optional. Change amount comes in float and change type comes as string, because that is up and down. So let's get, we first initialize our app, FastAPI, then we define a home page. That is a basic thing to do a health check, because we have hosted our thing, so we need a health check. Regular health checks are important. Then we go to our first one. So first is get quote, and we have a path variable, that is ticker symbol. So we pass the ticker symbol, we get a response, and then what we do is we convert that response to our code details object, and then we return that response list, because we might have more than one. Just as I said, we might have a stock that may be listed on more than one exchange. Similarly, we have done it get quote with exchange symbol, we get it, then we return a response list to be safe. Then comes the interesting part: NSE indices, BSE indices, and global indices. So these follow a similar pattern. What is this pattern? So let's see what happens. So first of all, what happens is our code goes and reads the JSON file that is present. It reads through all the list of indices that we have presented it. So NSE indice, BSE indice, everything. It does the similar fetching thing. It does the similar fetching thing that you will be able to see here. So it went to get the symbol list, and then from the symbol list it did a fetch details by exchange. As we saw, fetch details by exchange is a faster, because it does not have to iterate through all the list of exchanges provided, and then it just appends, and then it returns the response. Same goes for BSE, and global indices is a bit of thing like that only, but we can see here global indices. So it has some more details, that is the link to that indice, continent and the country as well, and the name of course. So let's see, same thing is being done here. We get a global index list, we iterate through that index, then we do a ticker symbol, exchange symbol, and then we send it to the response. So all of this is being given and then at the end we have, if this is invoked in main, we use UVCon. We know that the FastAPI does not have its own server, so we need to use UVCon. We need to do run app. Currently I am running it on localhost and port 8000, so here I am getting it on port 8000 of localhost. That is all fine till now. Now let's look into how it is being deployed. So as we can see, I have deployed it on Google Cloud. This is my private cloud account. So we can see I am on the free tier of this account. If we go into that, we will still be able to see our app running. Let me do a /docs. I am able to see the docs as well here. And if I do global indices, I'll do a try it out and execute, and I am able to get the responses. Don't worry, I'll change this because I don't want you to do a toss attack and exceed my limits to the free tier. I want to do some more projects here. So by the time you would be seeing this video, this URL would no longer be active. But yeah, you can see that my URL is up and running and it can be accessed from anywhere. Yep. So my app is up and running on Google Cloud. So let me tell you, how did I deploy it? So there was nothing. It was simple, easy thing. What did I do is I have uploaded a deploy container as a service. I've deployed a container as a service. Mine is a Docker container. So, and I have exposed the API on 8000, port 8000. So let's look how the Docker file looks. So first of all, I presented the Python version that I'm using, that is 3.12.4. Then work directory is my app/. These are all the default parameters that you have to do for the container to create an image. We have to create a Docker image from this. Then we do a pip install -r requirements.txt. As we all know, requirements is the most important thing. And this is the requirements.txt file. We have UVCon, we have StockSnap here with the 0.1.1 version, we have FastAPI here, and all the dependent things. Then it is done. So this was the Docker file, and then we do have to do the UVCon CMD. So what we do in the Linux environment of the image created is we do a CMD, then we execute this command UVCon main. So run the main file as an app, that is from this folder that you have just copied. Run the main.py file, and now the port would be 8000 and the host would be 0.0.0. So this is just for the container. So now we would see what is present in the Docker compose file. So we just specify the version, that is version 1. Services, so services is just web, build everything that is present in the current directory. Current directory would be app, that's the name that we have specified in the Docker file. Okay, then we do an sh into the terminal, and then we do UVCon, same thing, command, and then ports. So port, what it does is map the port 8000 of the image, that is a virtual OS that is running, image that is considered, and it can map it to the host port 8000. So if we run this image now, we would be able to catch everything that is present here into our host machine, that is here on 0.0.0. But we don't have to do it now. We just build the image and we push the image to Docker Hub. Pushing the image and building the image is very easy. We just use the command build and then push. So once we have it pushed, we would be able to, we create a deploy container, we create a deploy service, then we paste our image URL, and then we configure the name, we allow unauthenticated requests, and then we specify the number of instances that we want and all the nitty-gritties of setting up a cloud. And after doing that, I am not creating, as I already have that image up. After having that, I have hosted, or we can say exposed it over to stock market API. So once I have exposed this, you will be able to use this API. I'll put the link in the description. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time. Please consider like and subscribe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time. Please consider giving it a like and a subscribe if you are not